Don't be afraid to start over again. This time, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. It's not the future that's hazy. It's your thoughts about it. Stop expecting life to be fair. Start expecting yourself to be a better player, capable of handling any situation. When you stop chasing the wrong things, you give the right things a chance to catch you. Embarrassment is the cost of entry. If you aren't willing to look like the foolish beginner, you'll never be the graceful master. You are responsible for your own happiness. If you expect others to make you happy, you will always be disappointed. You are right about all the things you think you need to do. Don't wait. Get started. Not everyone will make it to your future. Some people are passing through to teach you life lessons. Be a good person, but don't waste time proving it. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's impossible. The best way to keep one's word is not to give it. Expect little from people. Expect a lot from yourself. That's the secret of a happy life. You can often regret your words, but you will never regret your silence. Don't ever let the same people disappoint you twice. Nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small jobs. One today is worth 2 tomorrows. Try not to sacrifice your progress for the sake of a friend. They may not have done the same if the tables were turned. Today is the oldest you've ever been in your life, and the youngest you'll ever be again. Happiness is not for something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. Private life always wins. Keep it secret till you win. Being alone is really better than being with fake people who pretend to love you. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. The more people let you down, the easier you'll get back up and realize that life doesn't stop for anyone. Sometimes you have to lose something good to gain something better. Be careful who you trust. Salt and sugar look the same. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Most people stay in the same place for a reason. The things they hold dear are the anchors that hold them in place. You and yours before you are anyone else's. Sometimes you must go to war with yourself to fix yourself. You will never always be motivated, so you must learn to always be disciplined. The quickest way to succeed is to start now and figure it out as you go. You can't learn to drive in a parked car. You make the best decisions when in pain because fear of experiencing the same pain again is the strongest motivator. What we do during our working hours determines what we have. What we do in our leisure hours determines what we are. If you treat an individual as he is, he will remain how he is. But if you treat him as if he were what he ought to be and could be, he will become what he ought to be and could be. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer someone else up. Grind like nobody has your back. Your life isn't yours if you always care what others think. You may not realize this, but the people you love are your biggest weaknesses. Set your mind on a definitive goal and observe how quickly the world stands aside to let you pass. Once you realize your value, you will be greatly surprised at what you used to settle for. Don't tell anyone what you think or what you know. Keep your secrets to yourself, because a friend of today could be an enemy by tomorrow. If people treat you like an option, leave them like a choice. To reach somewhere, you need to leave something behind. It's best to leave things at the right time, otherwise, you are left with too many regrets and complaints. Be impatient with actions, but patient with results. There's no limit to what you can achieve except that which you place in your mind. Distance yourself from people that bring out the person you're not trying to be anymore. Embrace solitude as a time for reflection and self-discovery. Forgive your old self. You've changed. Many of the people you told your secret to have already told it to others. Stop trying to skip the struggle. That's where the character is built. If you define the problem correctly, you almost have the solution. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. The true test of a man's character is what he does when no one is watching. You've got to do what's right for you, even if it hurts some people you love. When you're working for someone else's dream, you sacrifice your own. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. You spend your first 20 years worrying about what people think about you. You spend your next 20 years swearing that you don't care what people think about you. You spend the next 20 years realizing that they aren't thinking about you. Stand up and face your fears, or they will defeat you. Sometimes loneliness is the price you pay for growth. In order to love who you are, you cannot hate the experiences that shaped you. Focus on making yourself better, not on thinking that you are better. Do what no one else can do, and you will become what no one else can become. Someone else's progress doesn't make yours any less. Not everyone you trust will be trustworthy. Comfort is the enemy of progress. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. The people who mind don't matter, and the people who matter don't mind. You can accept the apology, but you have to remove the trust. You're very hard to control when you're healthy. You're very hard to manipulate when you're clear. You're very hard to influence when you're sovereign. It takes a long time to realize how truly miserable you are, and even longer to realize it doesn't have to be that way. Everyone you love in your life should be a safe space, not more stress that makes you worry or another battle you need to overcome. Your direction is more important than your speed. You may not lead a comfortable life with a single source of income. You need to build others. The walls you build to keep things out are also keeping things in. Have at least one person in your life who gives you honest opinions. Sometimes later becomes never. Do it now. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. Good decisions come from experience. Experience comes from making bad decisions. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but gets you nowhere. No work is beneath you. The only thing that should be beneath you is your big ego. Work hard in silence and show your skills at the job you get rather than criticizing the job. It's better to be alone than in bad company. If you do not make yourself indispensable, you will be unemployed soon. The secret to success is to do the common things uncommonly well. Time is your most valuable resource. There are no refunds or second chances for the time you waste. In most instances, obstacles are the way. You are more defined by what comes out of your mouth than what goes in it. Speech gives us the power to create or destroy. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. Where fear ends, the strength begins. The first step to getting anywhere is deciding you're not willing to stay where you are. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goals. Betrayal never comes from your enemies. You will never remember the days and nights you stay home and do nothing. If you stopped seeing the world in terms of what you like and what you dislike, and saw things for what they truly are in themselves, you would find a great deal more peace in your life. There is no perfect time. You must take the time you have and make it perfect. The best thing about hard times is that you get to see everyone's true colors. What the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Always take responsibility for your actions, for it is the mark of a mature individual. Your goals are the compass that guides you through the storm of life. If you don't value your time, neither will others. No relationship is worth damaging your mental health. Spend time with the elderly. Their wisdom and experiences are invaluable.